Hi everybody, it's Julie. Hello. And today I'm going to be making my page element and my embellishment for embossing. And so yes, we have embossing machines. You can use those. You can even use the hand ones. You can emboss using sandpaper and a stamp. All of the different raised kind of things. Or you can use an element that might already have embossing on it. I think I showed you during the original video a panel card that I have. And of course, you know, right now can't find it. But yeah. So, so all of those are good. You can also use embossing powder. There is just so many different ways of embossing. Today, I am going to water emboss. So this is something I like to do. Usually, I do it with things that I'm dyeing, okay? But today, I am just going to emboss this. I have wet, the paper is already wet, and I'm using a sponge. Okay, I'm using the sponge to get some of this other great texture to come up and come through. Okay, so I have a full video on how I do this, and yes, it's noisy. And I will put the link to that video. It's from the Spring Blossom collection several years ago. And so, but we hadn't done this in a while for a video. I've shown you some that I've done. Okay. So this one we're actually embossing. This would be great for the pink Christmas, okay? And then once you get the texture coming through like you like, you can go ahead and pull it off your, this is a charger plate. It did break, but I still use it. Been using it for several years. The same one, I think I used this one in the video that I'm going to put up there for you. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and let it dry. And I have a plaque. Now, you guys have seen me use the papers from this plaque. And way back when I did the video of how to do this, the Spring Blossom kits, you got one of these pages that I had already water embossed for you. So we are just going around. Now there's a couple of flowers here. And because my journal this month is a botanical flower theme, I want to see if I can catch those. Okay. So you want to make sure that it's good and wet. This is, there's a butterfly down here. Now this is quite raised up, so you want to be really careful going around it. Okay, now there are words here. I am not going to grab the words this time. I'm going to stick with the flowers and the stems and the butterfly. Okay. Whoop. So same thing. Once I've got this done, I can go ahead and take this up, and I can go ahead and go dry it. And so that is what I'm going to do. And yeah, so we'll go ahead and let these dry, and I will be back. Okay, here we go. We have are 2 pages that I made. And so this one, you can see the flowers and the butterfly. And I'm going to be folding that. And I'm going to put this in the center of my journal so that you still get to see the full, well, sort of, because there will be an envelope here, but you'll see the embossing there. And then this one is just lightly embossed. And so we're going to come up with something with that in just a moment. And so I think since we have this, we have this large area over here. And so I'm looking to see if I have made, hold on. So I am going to consider this whole thing a page. And for our page ensemble, we are going to be making a belly band. And I am going to, you know what? Let's use one of these. Okay. Let's see if we have one that's in the right. Well, you know, we can always turn it over. Like this, right like this. I'm going to turn this into a belly band, okay? Now, I am going to cover inside here because it's upside down. Just makes sense to me. What do you think about that? Okay, let's see. So I have large tags. I don't think I want to... Oh, look. Got a piece of this. So I've been using this throughout the journal. I'm going to go ahead and cut it here, and that way we'll have some on the inside. And let's cut it right. Well, I can cut it there. Okay. See, how do we get it inside there? Okay, I want it to go inside a little ways. Okay, so it'll go inside, and I'm covering up the upside down words. Okay, so when it's sitting in this direction, it's going to have upside down words. Okay, so let's go ahead. We'll go ahead and glue this down. So how is everybody? And I have been using a safety pin, and so I get the cruddy. I lost my main piece for this. Okay, so we're going to go in, and it works out that I can kind of go ahead and do it up, line it up. So this counts as one of my things right here. This is scrapbook paper. So there's one thing, scrapbook paper. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and also, of course, you know me, I'm going to add some of the tape. And I'm going to put that over here on this side. So the cool thing about this is a belly band with a job, okay? Meaning it's got a place for journaling space, and actually 2 spaces. So it's a double belly. It's a belly band with a double job. It's got 2 jobs, okay? So we're going to go ahead and we're going to do the swizzle. That's just the how I like to put them on there. Okay, and I'm thinking one of these large tags is going to look nice in here. Okay. And we still have some embossing here. This might be a good place for a tuck if you wanted to, but it also makes a great place for journaling space, okay? So I do already have some things made that can go in. I made these little scrappy notebooks, so I can put one of those in there. I do need to do one more thing to this, and you know what? I should have already... Are you having a good time out there? Okay, what is this? This is bullet journal page. I don't know what happened to my scrap paper. I'm going to have to grab a new one. It's okay, I've got plenty. Got plenty. So if we go ahead and go around this. So this is from my mini challenge in the challenge, and we were to make 11 of my favorite envelopes, okay? So, or my favorite pocket, which is this book page pocket. And then I showed you 2 variations of that. After you've made my favorite pocket, then you go ahead and you can change the variation. And what I did, I folded some over. I did some wide mouth opening on a couple. And so, yeah, so those are your choices. So yes, you are to make for the mini challenge and the challenge. Now I do have over here these buttons, these button stickers. I'm going to go ahead and add one of these button stickers to the outside bottom down here. We've been using those in the journal. I think that will be really, really nice. Okay, so we can go ahead and put one of these in here. And then I have some other small things that I have made. So, you know, depending on what I find that I can put in on the other side, like that could go in there. Okay, because at the end, everything has to have something in its pocket. But there is my belly band ensemble, and I did a belly band with a job, meaning it's got a place for journaling space here. And this time you actually have it in both places. And like I said, I will probably make a large tag out of this that will go in there. And so, yeah, so there's my page ensemble ready for the journal. And then we have this. Okay, so you can see it's actually would be a great page. And so we can do a tip-in page. Okay, just a tip-in page as an embellishment. Okay, to be able to put it in, I am going to go ahead and do the flip-flop fold, okay, because that's going to give me a way to get this into the journal, and it gives me some more embellishing or writing space, okay. And I think on this one, I want to take like a piece of this, maybe So I have this, and I have an emery board. And so we're going to do some other embossing. Okay, so this is a wooden stamp. So how fun is this? And you can try it with other things, embossing folders. Okay, so there I have my embossed page, and then I can add this on here. And we've been using the dictionary throughout, so what if we go ahead and pull this page. Make it scrappy, because I've been doing everything scrappy. Okay. We do that, and then underneath here we can add, remember those bullet, where'd that bullet journal page that I just have go? There are things falling all around me. Oh, here it is. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and cut this. Reach down. Grab. Okay. I'm going to cut the folds off. Okay. Just going to reach in here. Cut these folds off. Okay, so there's one fold, and okay. And there we go. So we'll have 4 pages that we can put in here, and that's our stack a note. Okay, so underneath here, you know, sometimes I do a fabric flip with a stack a note. This time we're doing a scrappy stack a note. Okay, and I'm going to staple it. Okay, so I'm going to staple it here, and here, and here. So this is my scrappy stack a note. We added a Dear Julie Julie digital. We have our piece that has the embossing on it. We have a dictionary page. We have bullet page. And then the one other thing I want to do here is add, we'll stamp this, because we've been doing that. And that way it will be cohesive with the rest of the journal. Okay, there we go. Stamped. There we go. Oh my gosh, I love it. Okay, And so, so this can go in the journal somewhere. This I'm going to save. If I need the paper, I will add it in. Otherwise, I'll save it for another. But this is, so we've got stamping. We have the Dear Julie Julie digital. You have your embossed page, stamping, dictionary, bullet page. And so, you know what? I'm thinking, no, we're not going to add the button this time. But what if we add butterfly? Butterfly sticker. Okay, because we have had butterflies throughout. I love it. I love it. Okay. I'm wondering if it just seems like it needs a little over the top something. So I talked to Big Mama yesterday when she was on her way to her talk. So please make sure that you keep her in your prayers for the next few days. And she sent me a picture of Charlie. Charlie's the teddy bear sitting on her lap on her trip. So she wanted me to share that with you guys. So it is in the Facebook group. So yeah, okay. Scrappy stack a note. Scrappy. So our top 3 pieces are scrappy, and then we've got 4 stacked note papers there, and that is ready to go in the journal. And we did do the scratch emboss. Okay, scratch emboss. You can actually feel it. It's really cool. And then for our page, we did the embossed paper, the water embossed paper, and we made a belly band for this side. Okay. Our Dear Julie Julie digital. Oh my gosh, we didn't. Well, there you go. That's why we do this. This is why we go over what we did. Okay, we'll put that right on there. I know some of you had already caught me because I've been missing this lately. I know that the Ruby Patreons that come to the chat, the Craftin' Chat Zoom, they've noticed. They make sure I notice. I know that they noticed that I missed the Dear Julie Julie digital. So as long as we get it on there, it's good. Okay. Okay, this one I'm just gonna, you know, if we do it like this, we'll get a little bit of the circle because I like the circle. Okay, there you go. We're all fixed. All fixed. This one has the button, the inking, the scrapbook paper, and this. We've already gone ahead and added a little scrappy notebook right here. And I will be adding something there, and of course something into the big spot there. So that is our embossed page ensemble. It is our last page ensemble. So the next things that I have to do is the November embellishments from list number 2. So those will be things that are numbers, oval, Vogue sewing pattern, educational, maps, brooch or jewelry, encyclopedia or dictionary, and ribbon. Okay, so we have those coming up, and this was my embellishment using embossed. I did the scratch emboss, and this was my page ensemble, and we did the water emboss. I hope you enjoyed that. Don't forget to check out the water embossing video from several years ago that I did way back when I first started. Check that out. It's a lot of fun. And if you do some water embossing, and remember, sometimes I do it with coffee dyeing. I'll go ahead and emboss while I'm coffee dyeing, or other dyeing paper. But we'd love to see it. Have an amazing day, everybody. Tomorrow we will have the Grabby unboxing. Okay, so remember, Grabby sent me a box, and it is beautiful and amazing, and I have some special coupon codes and information for their Black Friday sale and the codes for that. So I hope you'll be here tomorrow. Remember, we do a premiere every day at 10:30 Pacific Standard Time with a live chat. And so at that chat, you can ask questions. And yeah, look forward to seeing you. Have an amazing day, everybody. And thank you so much for being here. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye. Bye-bye.